So suppose we have this drawing and we did it by pen or on the blackboard, and it's a perfectly fine drawing for an internal document or for work in class or with your colleagues, but it's not quite professional enough to submit as work to your boss or maybe as a homework or to print on a piece of paper. So we want to turn it into something a bit more nicer, more professional. For that, we're going to use LibreOffice. Let's start LibreOffice. Okay, LibreOffice. There you go. And as you know, LibreOffice is a free suite of Office applications. So we have Writer, a spreadsheet, so on and so forth. And we're going to be using Draw, the program called Draw, to make some drawings. The finished version is this one. Let's take a quick look at it. Okay, so this is what the finished version should look like. And you can see you can recognize our internal network here with some laptops. Each of them have their own IP address. We have a router which is connected to internet, so on and so forth. Let's see how we do this. Let's close this finished version and bring back again the LibreOffice main screen. And now we're going to make a new drawing. The first step is to actually import some network symbols, which we can download from a website. So if you Google VRT network icons, just Google it. VRT network equipment, click here. It's something which will plug into LibreOffice Draw. So just download this file. You see it's an OEXT file. That means open extension. I downloaded it and it's right here on my desktop. And after you download it, you can go to Tools, Extensions Manager, and then you can go Add, and you would simply point to the extension on your desktop. I won't click open here because I've already done it. And you can see it here, Gallery of Network Equipment Shapes, VRT Systems. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm gonna say close. First, let's set the page so that it's not vertical, so that it's in a horizontal format. And let's go to Format, Page Properties. Let's first make sure that it's A4. And then we need to set Landscape. So this is Landscape, Portrait, Landscape. And I'm gonna say OK. First off, let's do our internal network. And I'll use this rectangle shape. There you go. All right, this is a blue square. We actually only need the external line. So let's go here. We have sidebar settings. And let's click properties. And this would be the properties of this box. The area, as you can see, is filled with a color, but we don't want any color, so we'll set none. No shadow. Oops, what did I do? Gradient, fill none. Good. And the line, maybe make it a bit thicker, like that. All right. And I need to write something here, so I'll do insert text box, F2. Insert text box. Okay, so this would be the internal network. Maybe it's called mynetwork.org. Okay, now we can go to gallery. Inside the gallery, we have all sorts of shapes. So these are the arrows, the backgrounds, bullets, so on and so forth. And you can see that here we have these extensions from VRT, which we just installed. Let's scroll down and I'll pick up this one, a work group switch. Looks about right. And I'm gonna drag it over here and sort of let's put it down here like that. Okay. And let's also add in some computers. So what I'll do is clients and peripherals. Then let's see. Okay, this one looks about right. Okay, let's make it smaller because I want to fit a couple of computers inside here. Okay, I make it smaller like that. And I want to do a red bullet for the IP, so remember our modal. Okay, so I want to do a red bullet for its IP. Okay, so I'll take from here, this is a basic shape. I'll do that. Let's make it a bit bigger. And we're going to look at its properties, and let's make it red. Okay, we can zoom in a little bit. Oops, like that. All right, let's make it more like a circle. Can move this here. We can move this. No, first let's just hold on for a second. So I'll leave it here, and I want to do a text box now. So text box, and put here 10.0.0.2. All right. Okay, and I'm going to move this together here. And to make copying and pasting easier, what I'm going to do is group these three objects. So the computer, the red dot, and the IP. So I'll select everything, right click, and then group. And now we can move them easily inside, like that. Okay. And with everything selected, right click, copy, and then right click and paste. And although you can't see it properly, it's just pasted another group on top of the old one. And let's change the IP address here, so this will be .3. Okay, good. And now what I need to do is give an internal IP to the router. So what I'll do is I will ungroup here. So let's do this, ungroup. And now I just want to select the IP address and the red dot. So I'll just selection like that, copy, paste, and I'll move it over here. And obviously the router will be 10.0.0.1. So we have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. And now we need to unite them in a network. So I will use I will use a line. Let's do a line like this. Okay. And maybe the width, put it to 1 point. And now we can use a connector. All right. Let's see. So I'll take this connector, and I want to connect from the red dot to the line. All right, a connector doesn't seem to work very well here somehow. So I'll just undo that. Okay. Let's edit and undo. So let's just use a regular line here. Okay, so for now that should be just okay. And another line. Okay, good. Okay, so you can see it's not perfect. So here maybe it should be a bit like that, but it's good enough for most purposes. All right, so we have our internal network. So we can write here internal interface. So let's copy these two objects now, paste, and let's do the external interface like that. Okay, maybe we just move it over here. That looks better. And this would be probably a public IP address. So let's just put something random and pretend this is a public IP address. We'll talk more about those later. Now we need a little cloud to symbolize the internet. So this is my sheet of paper, and I want a little cloud here. So I'll go to the gallery, and let's see where I can find that cloud. Okay, maybe in networking. Okay, this is what I want. So wireless network / internet is good enough for me. I'll take it here. Let's zoom in a little bit. And let's call this internet. And maybe we can make the font a bit bigger. Let's change the properties. So font size 14. 16 looks good. And now we can use a connector. Let's go to connector from a straight connector, and we'll go from the cloud to the red dot. The difference between a connector and a line is that when you use a connector, it moves when you also move the object, and that's very nice. Okay, so that's how you would start a network diagram. Cheers and thanks for watching.